My name is Azumi. I don't know if I should say this about myself, but I'm a very diligent student. I've been focusing on my studies while also enjoying my student life. However, I actually have another identity, and that identity is... Phew. Alright, it's time to go earn that money.
Good afternoon. You look so cute, miss. I think I might become a regular for a while now.
Ah, Rocky-san. Thank you for coming by. Nice to meet you. I'm Shizurin. My other identity was as chatter as Shizurin. Live chatting was my other home.
You must be pretty young. How old are you right now?
Oh, come on. You can't be asking a lady how old she is right after meeting her. Come on, Ragi-san. Obviously, I don't do any kind of NSFW or 18 plus kind of streams. I didn't need to do it, so I didn't do it. Normally, I answer people that show up on my stream and just talk. To be fair, though, I probably had a similar idea about this kind of thing like everyone else. Live chatting was a world that I never would expected to actually find myself in. What? No way! The reason that I decided to start living this kind of life... I don't have enough money this month either. I grew up in some small town in the middle of nowhere. I was able to get myself into college in the city, but my parents weren't exactly rich. They couldn't just send me a lot of money for allowance either. At first, I worked at a nearby restaurant as a part-time worker, but the pay wasn't that high, and I was managing to just barely make it. And that lasted for a while. I didn't even have time to take part in a club, but luckily I was able to make a friend in the same major as me. Seriously, it's so expensive to be a college student, you know? You just spend too much money on drinking parties, I think. My one friend was this girl, Akane. She dressed fancy and had a large social network. She grew up in the city and would be what most people would consider the hot girl. She was the complete polar opposite of me, who was just some random potato who grew up on some countryside. I mean, it's freaking college, you know? Now it's the time to have fun, just fancy. It's all part of learning how society works. You know, you need this credit to graduate. Did you finish that report that's due? Thanks to your lovely support, I was able to finish it perfectly. She still talked to me like a regular human, and at some point she became the closest friend I had in college. Aw, man, I wonder if there's anything that I can do to make a bunch of money without working so much and not spending so much time working.
Hello? Take a look at our flyer.
Okay, thanks. Why would you accept a flyer? I'm a poor college student. I'm gonna accept everything other than disease and debt. Oh, hey, how about this, huh? You can make a lot of money doing this part-time, right? Huh? The advertisement on the flyer was a job listing for live chatting women. Yeah, but this is like, you know, a mature type thing, right? Like NSFW stuff? It's probably not a job that a serious college student should do, right? And it's probably pretty sketchy even if you're not a student. I don't know. Oh, hey, look, it says newbies welcome and perfect for a side gig, just a few hours a week. Yeah, that sounds so credible and trustworthy. I think I might check it out and learn something. Where's that QR code? She immediately checked the QR code on the flyer, but I didn't even bother checking it out at all. I was not interested. But later, Akane, that bag. It's nice, isn't it? I just bought the newest one. How do you have so much money to buy stuff like that? Oh my god, girl, you gotta hear me out. That part-time job from the flyer, it was a huge jackpot. Huh? At first, I thought it was kind of sketchy too, but once you get started, it's actually pretty solid. It's not the same place that I work, but there are apparently a lot of other people that do the same thing. At the very least, the place that I work seems pretty solid, so did you want me to introduce you? There are no termination fees or contracts or anything. They said it'd be totally fine if you just wanted to quit after trying it. I see. Okay. That happened a few months prior. In conclusion, there were apparently no actual red flags that I was worried about, but it was a very healthy and friendly work environment. Live chatting didn't mean that the girl would just stream her videos of herself exposing her skin to random people on the internet. It could literally just mean chatting. The way it worked was that customers would pay money and buy points to spend on the website. They would then use those points to access the girl's live stream. After a while, the streamer would be able to receive a portion of those points that were used to watch her chat. You didn't need anything on hand, you could just use your PC or phone's camera to start streaming. Luckily, they didn't specify what kind of clothing you had to wear either, so I was basically in sweats and a shirt all the time while streaming. I made sure to wear a mask and wig to hide my face and hair just in case, both of which were a piece of advice from Akane. I think that you should probably sell yourself as a regular girl next door rather than some kind of supermodel who's all dressed up, you know? You think so? You like to be kind of logical and call people out when they're being silly. You're like the hardcore class president type girl that every class has. Yeah, I think you'd be super cute. Want to go out with me? What are you talking about? After I started streaming, it didn't take long for quite a few people to show up in my stream.
You've got tuition, and you've got to work part-time too. Here you go. Here's to make things a little easier.
You received XX dollars worth of items.
Ah, thank you so much. I wasn't exactly great at talking to people or anything, but you'd be surprised at how much easier it is to talk to chat over the camera. I gradually increased my viewer base.
Yo!
Ah, nice to meet you. I'm Shisuri. Welcome to the channel.
What the hell's going on here? Are you not going to strip yet?
Huh?
This is so lame and boring. I can't do anything with this. Give me my money back.
Some people acted pretty rude after joining, but I still stuck to strictly chatting in my chat room. Phew. The people who were after seeing a naked girl immediately left the room, but there were actually quite a few people that were looking to just have a regular conversation. I actually started to enjoy having conversations with those people. Before I knew it, I had saved up $400 to $500 worth of points. During the day, I studied in class, and after class, at night I would live chat. About 3 days a week, a few hours during those nights that I could make a quick buck, so it was actually a pretty decent part-time job.
Phew! Great work today. I worked late today too, so I'm so freaking exhausted.
Ah, this person is back in my chat. Tokusa, you work so hard all the time. I'm so glad you always find the time of day to come talk to me. But don't push yourself too much, okay?
After hearing your voice, I feel like I can work hard tomorrow. I have an early shift tomorrow too.
At some point, I started getting regular people showing up in my chat too. There were some people who were only interested in talking through text, while others were interested in talking with audio. Both groups of people seemed to enjoy chatting with me, so we were able to really enjoy our conversations.
Where do you live, Shisurin? Are you in Tokyo?
I bet you West Etra or somewhere in that direction.
Alright, we're gonna stop that conversation now. No more talk of where I live.
You're so hardworking, aren't you? You go to college while also working part-time at a restaurant and streaming.
Thank you so much, Tokusa. I appreciate all the kind words.
Ditzy much? Pay attention, streamer.
You okay?
That's freaking cold. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, but I feel like this kind of behavior is what makes us all fans of Shisurin. You know? I totally get it. I can feel the pure countryside air kind of purifying our corrupted city hearts, you know?
Don't push yourself too much, okay?
Okay, thank you all so much. There were times that we would have these open chats with a bunch of people while open to the public, and wow, Tokusa, you're really gonna take me to private chat? There were times that sometimes people would take me to one-on-one private chats.
It's totally fine. I was just in that kind of mood, you know?
Talking in private chat actually costed quite a bit of money. It was reserved for the highballers. Thank you so much for always helping me out. Are you sure you can comfortably spend this money?
I mean, I just hope that it helps you with your tuition, so no worries. Oh yeah, what do you think? I tried dyeing my hair.
Wow, did you dye your hair to try to match my hair color?
I mean, yeah.
I'm so happy, but it's kind of creepy, so you should make sure to never do something like that in real life, okay?
You're still just as tough as ever, Shisurin.
There were no real big problems, and after around 6 months of working, I actually managed to find my very first ever boyfriend. He had nothing to do with my live chatting stuff, but I met him through college. I met my boyfriend Kuroki, then Connie and we started meeting more frequently with just the two of us, and I slowly started to fall for Kuroki as well when he asked me out to be his girlfriend.
I like you. Please go out with me. The weather's so nice today, isn't it?
What should I do about the live chatting job? It's a pretty good job, and even though it's not like it's any kind of suggestive material, I can't just continue working when I literally have a boyfriend now, and I don't want Kuroki to find out about it either. I guess it's about time for me to wrap things up. Thank you so much for your support.
Huh? You're going to quit, Shisurin? No way! I'm gonna be so freaking sad, man. Feels bad, man.
Thank you all for your supporting me this whole time. I got some stuff going on in my private life, and so I'm actually going to be retiring at the end of the month.
I mean, your real job is to study anyway. You are a college student after all. It's been a huge blast. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tachibana. It's been a blast for me, too.
Alright, I guess it's time for me to find a new job too.
Huh? You're not working right now, Tachibana?
Good luck with everything. Study hard. I know for a fact that hard work pays off. We'll always be here for you. And we won't forget you.
The second that I announced I was quitting, a lot of the regulars showed up and began to say their kind goodbyes to me. Thank you all so much for your massive support. After being supported so much, I couldn't help but be a little bit sentimental. I never would expect it to turn out like this. The next day, it's from Tokusa. Tokusa was one of the old-timers from when I started streaming. He used private chat often, and he was really fun to talk to. He had interesting things to talk about, and he always seemed interested in what I had to say. However...
Shizurin, are you really going to quit live chatting?
Yeah, I kind of had a lot happen.
What happened?
You know, school, part-time work in real life.
Why don't you tell me more details, huh?
Well, I've got more classes now that I need to attend, as in it's mandatory my part-time job is...
What about nighttime? You can just keep going with that, right?
No, I really want to focus on studying for my certifications at night.
You mean so much that you can't even spare any time for live chatting? What about the weekends?
Well, what's going on? I feel like Tokus is acting, well, he's a lot more pushy than usual. I wonder if he doesn't want me to quit that badly, huh? I mean, I'm happy about that, but, well, I'm going to start going to driver's ed too, so I'm going to be busy on weekends.
Driver's ed, huh? I see. So you're going to use the money that you made from all our donations to go get a driver's license, huh?
Oh no, that's not...
That's what's going on!
Huh?
Come on, spit it out! You're using the money you racked up from these desperate men to pay for your driver's license, right? Tell me how I'm wrong! How much do you think I freaking spent on you this whole time?
What the hell was that? What happened? I've got a DM. It's from Tokusa? Right, of course. He was probably just a little surprised. He doesn't actually mean any kind of harm or anything. I'm actually sorry for getting surprised and kicking you from the chat. I'll be streaming after tomorrow for the rest of the month, so please come by and check in on me again. However, the following day, I couldn't bring myself to actually log back in. I actually started live streaming 3 days after the whole incident with Tokusa.
You've got a private chat request from Tokusa.
Hello, Tokusa. Thanks for inviting me out to private chat with you again.
Shizurin, I'm really sorry about lashing out at you the other day.
It's totally fine, no worries. I might have been a little too unfriendly, you know?
But you're actually going to quit, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't really help it, you know? I'm really sorry.
I see. Well, good luck with your lessons. You're West Etra, right, Shizurin?
Huh? Yeah, around there.
I see. Then you're going to be going to West Etra Auto School. Oh, actually, maybe it's Yurigawa Motor School, huh? It's been about half a year since you started live chatting, so I think that if you look on the higher end, you've probably got about 3K saved up, huh? You're a girl, so probably only automatic, right? You're probably not interested in driving manual. If you're in college and going to driver's ed, around that price, probably West Etra Driving School, huh?
What the hell? Did this guy search driving schools in my area? You know that I'm not going to answer you even if you ask, right?
I hit the nail on the head, huh?
I can't tell you that, sorry. I've got school early in the morning, so I'm going to drop the call for now.
Uh-huh. I knew it. I was right. That's why you're running away from me, right?
I no longer felt like continuing my work as a live chatter. My image of Tokusa was kind and gentle soul who liked to talk to me had all but crumbled into oblivion. A stalker? That word popped into my head after all this time. Tokusa didn't often ask pretty personal questions more than the others, but I never answered anything that clearly. Tokusa talked about a variety of topics and he spent quite a bit on private chat, so I kind of expected that to be that way, but...
What college do you attend? You seem like you're so smart, you know?
That's a secret! I was going to leave at the end of the month, but following the next day, I stopped logging into my chat. At the end of the month, I saw my live chat payment and I realized that I hadn't left the chat site and deleted my account. I see. I haven't logged in since that whole thing, so I should just quit and delete my account right now. What the hell is this? I immediately deleted my account without reading the wall of text that was sent to my DMs from Tokusa. However, a few days later,
there have been reports of a suspicious person following students around in that area. A student that was leaving her driving school was talked to by a man that was in his 30s. We ask all students to stay alert and take the necessary steps to remain safe.
I ran straight to the Office of Student Affairs and told them that I had an idea of who the suspicious person might be. A student that I managed to get in touch with.
Nice to meet you.
This woman, she looks just like me when I was dressed up as Shisurin. After talking to her and getting her side of the story.
Hey, excuse me. Are you a student from Etra University? You know, you kind of look like her, but you're not her. Are there any girls that look like you at your school? She apparently works at a restaurant.
Is what he asked me when he stopped me.
I knew it. It's for sure Tokusa. He's looking for me. I told her everything that happened to me. I also told her that if she ever finds herself near him again, to run away from him as fast as possible. I couldn't keep this quiet anymore, so I told Kuroki everything. He just quietly nodded and listened the whole time while I spoke. I talked to the police, and for a little while, nothing significant happened. I was starting to finally calm down when I was so scared that I stayed at Kuroki's house, so I've got so much mail in my box. I'm about halfway through college. I should probably move, shouldn't I? Huh? This envelope doesn't have a sender's address on it. I wonder who's it from. Huh? What the hell was that? Ugh, the lock! My door wasn't unlocked! I've only given a spare key to my parents and Kuroki. Kuroki's working part-time, and I didn't hear about my parents coming over here today. Help me! There's a suspicious person in my room! Afterwards, I immediately called the police, and the burglar was arrested shortly after. After checking what was stolen, my PC that I used to stream and the clothing I wore when I streamed was stuffed into his bag. The name of the burglar was Hiragi, the same person who was Tokusa when I was streaming. I'm so sorry, Azumi. I know that I was the one that dragged you into this. I didn't expect this to happen.
I didn't know anything was going on. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be by your side when you really needed it the most. I'm so sorry.
You two did nothing wrong. I just started without thinking much of it and talked about stuff without being more careful about it. I moved back into my parents' house and decided to take off school for a while, but it seems that I'm going to be able to graduate this year. Hiragi apparently had a problematic history with a woman in the past as well, so this whole incident sent him behind bars. I don't want that to ever happen again. Just a light-hearted, easy job. No matter if I didn't do anything wrong, I don't know when and where someone might be coming after me. I finally realized it. This envelope. I wonder what was in there.
I missed you so much, Shisurin. I couldn't help but come visit you. We were meant to be with each other, weren't we? I guess you're just gonna be away for a while.
I helped myself into our love nest. I'm going to borrow your PC, but I'll give it back, okay? I'll bring you some new clothes, too. I'll be back again. I hope I see you next time. Why does everyone say that I'm the only one who did something wrong? I thought everyone just wanted to cheer for the people they're fans of. It's unfortunate. I finally met the real you, and even re-dyed my hair. I never could meet you, could I? I want to see you so bad. I'm sure you want to see me too, right? Yeah, I know you do. You liked Tokusa so much. That means that you like Hiragi just as much too. Shisurin. No, Azami-chan.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。変装している上に画面越しだし、個人情報もはっきりとは言わず曖昧にしようと心がけていたとしても、わかる人にはわかってしまうものなんですね。まあそもそも本気で特定しようとする執念がなければここまで発展することはなかったかもしれませんが。とはいえお金を稼ぐためにライブチャットをしていたことは承知の上なんですし、そのお金をどう使うかなんてその人の自由にさせてほしいものです。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでも怖いなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。